Look, and he won't go down. He won't go down. I think you're right, Brian. He's on that LT diet.
He's definitely on that LT diet.
All right, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to ask you a personal question.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to ask you to open up to our audience and open up to myself and Mike and to producer Scott. I'm going to ask you something.
Wait, do we want to hear this?
This is about to be a therapy session.
knows?
It's like, I'm going to ask you to open up. This is a safe space.
Okay.
This is a safe space.
There's no turning back now.
We're all friends here at the Nosebleeders podcast.
Yes, we are. I want to know what your just general emotions are, and if there's any trauma or permanent scars you have from growing up as a New York Jets fan.
Well, I'll say this. I do thoroughly believe that raising your child as a Jets fan should be labeled as a form of child abuse. I really do. You're just setting him up for a lifetime of just disappointment and misery and just like absolute eternal pessimism. You'll never think that anything will end up okay if you're raised a Jets fan. That being said, I mean, it did teach me loyalty, and I will also...
How to stay in a bad relationship.
It really is a Stockholm relationship that I have with Woody Johnson and his stupid baby powder that he sells, giving him money. But yeah, but I do like this era of football a lot. And can you give us a little more information about it, Mike?
Yeah, so this is from 1983. This is
nice.
This is the New York Jets against the LA Rams long before they moved to St. Louis
and then moved back.
LA. And then moved back to LA.
Yeah.
So this is the classic LA Rams. They're playing in Shea Stadium, so you're going to see some infield dirt at some point in the game. And this is a fight between Mark Gastineau, who is part of the New York Sack Exchange with Joe Klecko.
Yeah, Joe Klecko.
Oh, yeah. So this is some classic 80s football. So let's check this out. All right, so now they get the playoff, and Gastineau breaks free, sacks the quarterback, and does his shimmy.
Wow, look at that.
The Ranger fans are in the audience loving
and
it.
Then it's just going off.
I love the level of disrespect it takes to do a dance after you just sack a guy.
Look at Gastineau, though. Like, you can't take him down.
He's fighting everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Shades of Willis Reed. Again, it's New York against L.A., and New York has the upper hand, fighting the whole team.
He really is on the Lawrence Taylor diet of just, like, cocaine. Like, you can tell this is the 80s.
And so they're on the infield. Does that mean that this fight is happening, like, 30 feet from where Darryl Strawberry fought the Phillies?
Yes, exactly.
Guys, it's a shared universe.
It's a legendary field where blood has been drawn.
Look at this. He's going to pump up the fans here. Yeah, baby. This is all the Jets had to look forward to is Klecko and the insanity. I mean, this is before this type of thing was commonplace. Grant is screaming at him down there. Here's Joe Klecko. And
Klecko's just talking a lot of trash.
The refs don't know what to do. Gastineau's off on the sidelines, pumping the fans up. The Keebler Alpha's got his arms crossed there. Look at him. He looks like a gas station attendant.
Look at that hair. Now, would that be considered a Jerry curl?
I don't know.
That definitely would not be.
Listen to this. Listen to this. That's it. That's it. Here's the replay.
The ref is just like, I don't know what to do here.
There's the dance.
Here's the dance. Yes. And now, not on our field, buddy, even though they're the away team, and they shove them, and now here's some enhanced 1983 footage.
Dude, they got to bring that back in football. I would love to see someone fucking start doing that.
It just looks like a really bad Super Nintendo game.
Yes, it does. And now here's the slow motion. And I mean, again, he's taking on anybody who comes to him.
And he's also taking on number 69.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Sack exchange. Look, and he won't go down. He won't go down. I think you're right, Brian. He's on that LT diet.
He's definitely on that LT diet. That's when it was like, oh, you got a concussion. Here's a bump, kid. Go back out there.
And now look. And now,
take some cocaine in a red state.
Good job, kid. Here's the Snickers.
Okay, so what's the rating here, Phil?
You know, you guys sold me. I'm gonna go with a 7.5 on this one.
All right.
I enjoyed it. I don't love football fights, and the reason why is because sometimes when the fight breaks out, it almost looks like just the play is still going on.
Yeah.
Because football is kind of already a violent game. It's hard to find good football fights.
Yeah.
This was a good football fight, and I definitely give it the extra point or so just for that fucking dance. Because like I said in the beginning, the level of disrespect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man. I love it. I might even bump it up to an 8 if I get drunker later. Who knows? But 7.5 for now. Brian, what do you think?
I'm going to give it an 8, actually.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, upon a few viewings, I'll definitely give it an 8. I mean, it's also just like because I'm a Jets fan, and I like that it was an era where we didn't know what CTE was, too, and it was just like, and I just love that it was on like the Mets field too.
Yeah.
That's how little people cared about the Jets. They're like, just give them a baseball field, like before the Maras had to take them in, and they're like, oh my God, we gotta take these.
Yeah, fine. You can play on the weekends that we're not here.
Just go away. The Jets are like the friend that like crashes on the couch for way too long and it doesn't pay rent at all. They're like, oh God, these degenerates, they just smoke all our pot.
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah.
Hey, I give it a 9.5. I love this.
That high.
Oh, this is great.
It was a great fight.
Just the shimmy and the dance. They had
shimmy is great.
They had to cut away from the shimmy like they were cutting away from Elvis on the Ed Sullivan Show. Like, we can't see his hip shake.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was so much energy. He took on the whole Rams team. He's pumping up the fans. You had the crazy New York Ranger fans in the audience. There were Ranger jerseys to the game. I mean, this was...
Well, and this was the early 80s, so how, like on a 10 scale, how drunk were those fucking fans?
Oh, on like 11 out of 10.
Oh, definitely.
That's how high.
I'm pretty sure it was required to show up drunk or you're not allowed into the game.
Yeah, they were probably
1983.
drinking with Gastineau before the game and after the game.
Yeah, he was buying everybody shots.
In the parking lot. So this is, nothing beats 80s football, and this is as 80s as it gets.
This is as 80s as it gets, and it was a good fight, Mike.
Yeah.
All right.